right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. Hope everyone's having a great Friday. We made it. If you're a working person like me, hopefully it's Monday through Friday. You made it to Friday. Get to watch some great baseball. Unless you're a Rangers fan, then you watch some horrible baseball tonight. But hopefully your team won today. Hats off to the Astros. They almost no hit us today. But if you're watching, please like and subscribe to the video. Greatly appreciate that. If you subscribe, you get notified when I put out new shows, which I'm trying to do every night. So we got Saturday's picks because Friday's games are still going on. We got Saturday's picks going that I'm going to give you right now. I'm going to do it a little different. I'm just going to give you what I think is some pertinent information for each game, and then we'll go through the picks, see if we can run through these really quick. 15 games on the slate tomorrow. Rangers starting off with Rangers at the Astros still. Rangers almost got no hit today. They got one hit. Good for them. DeGrom's on the mound tomorrow, though. 2.62 ERA in his 5 starts. They actually won his last start because he pitched 7 shutout innings. But they've lost 2 of his last 3. Astros pitching Tang, 3.12 ERA in his last start. And he is actually, let's see, he has actually had 5 appearances. So he's only started 2 games. But I'm going to go with the Rangers tomorrow because of DeGrom. I hope that they have to score. If they can't score, hopefully Tang will go for a no-hitter, and then they can back-to-back and back us no-hitters this whole series. So, but I'm going DeGrom tomorrow. Phillies at the Pirates. Phillies won today. They scored 6 runs in the 9th and the 10th inning to win the game. Pitching Sanchez tomorrow, 2.1 ERA in 5 starts. His last 2 starts were shutouts. They've won his last 3 starts, and they've won 3 of his 5. Pirates pitching Chandler, 4.62 ERA in his 5 starts. 2 runs given up on each of the last games, but they've lost his last 4. What the numbers tell us is the Phillies, who won impressively today, pulled away in the 8th and 9th and 10th inning. I'm going to take the game tomorrow, so we've got Phillies. And they're a heavy favorite, too. Blue Jays and Tigers right now. Blue Jays don't have a starter, at least penciled in yet, and there's no line right now. Tigers are pitching Mize tomorrow, 2.9 ERA in 5 starts, giving up a couple runs a game, but they did lose his last one, and they're not doing too well, but they did win today. They actually walked it off today in the 9th inning, so good for them. I'm going to say they keep that momentum going. We're going to go Tigers, especially if the Blue Jays don't know who they're pitching tomorrow. Orioles pitching Bassett, 5.21 ERA in 5 starts. Let's see, giving up a couple of runs per game, but they've won all 5 of his games pitched. Let's see, Nationals pitching Cavalli, 4.0 ERA in 5 starts. They've actually lost his last 2, and they've lost 4 of his last 5 starts. So Orioles won today. Guess what? We're going to pick them tomorrow. They are the favorite for tomorrow, probably because of the pitching. So let's go with the Orioles again. Cincinnati and the Guardians. Cincinnati won today as well. Paddock is pitching for Cincinnati, 7.63 ERA in 5 starts. Gave up 7 runs in 2 innings last start. That's not good. And they've lost all 5 of his starts. Williams pitching for the Guardians, 3.74 ERA in 5 starts. He gave up 5 runs in 6 innings in his last 2 starts. So we're kind of like both pitchers are not doing well. We're going to have to go Cincinnati. Cincinnati's got a little bit better pitching right now and a little bit, like some momentum. They really got the offense going after struggling in these in their prior series. So good for the Reds. Let's see what the Reds do tomorrow. Marlins pitching Alcantara, 3.9 ERA in 5 starts. He did win his last start, and he's won 3 of his, or the Marlins have won 3 of his last 4 starts. The Rays are pitching Martinez. Rays are one of the top teams and one of the hottest teams right now in the league. Martinez has a 1.70 ERA in 5 starts. He's only given up 1 run in each of his last 2 starts, and they've won 4 in a row, or his last 4 starts. So for that reason, we got to stick with Tampa Bay, the hot team. Every week it feels like it's a different team. A couple weeks ago it was last week it was the Tampa Bay as well. The week before it was Chicago. So you have different teams that are getting hot, and if you can find those, put some bets on those. Maybe even parlay, them with another team you're going to win. You think that's going to win. You can do pretty well. So we're going Marlins tomorrow. Yankees. Yankees won today. There's no line right now because the Mets don't have a pitcher right now, which probably wouldn't matter, I don't think. But Yankees are pitching Rodon, 6.23 ERA in one start. He only made one start, 4 innings, 3 runs given up, and they lost. So it's hard to pick this one, but I'm going to guess that the Mets are going to throw out somebody it's about the same as Rodon. Yankees won today. I think it was 5-3, or 5-2. Let's go with the Yankees to take care of business again until the Mets prove us otherwise and give us a quality start at home. Brewers and Twins. Brewers are another hot team right now. Brewers, they swept the Yankees a couple series ago. They won today. And let's see, the Brewers are pitching Henderson, 4.15 ERA in 3 starts, giving up 2 runs in each of his last 2 starts. They won his last start, so good for them. But they did lose the two before, but it's okay. But the Brewers, they scored 2 runs in the eighth inning to win. They were losing practically the entire game. So when you can win games like that, that's a character for your team. And that's to me, that's what wins in the postseason is the teams that can play close games, come from behind on the road and win a game. Twins are pitching Prelip, 3.32 ERA in 4 starts. Last 2 starts, he gave up 4 runs and 2 runs. He's lost his last two. They've lost 3 of his last 4 starts. So for that reason, we got to stick with Milwaukee until proven otherwise. Milwaukee's another hot team. Milwaukee, Tampa Bay. Yeah, those are 2 good teams right now. Ooh, I just named a parlay right there. Look at that. Boston and the Braves. So Boston pitching Toll tomorrow. Look at that. Why did I do that? Boston pitching Toll tomorrow. 2.78 ERA in 4 starts. His last 2 starts, he gave up 3 runs and 2 runs. They lost his last start, and they've lost 3 of his last 4 starts. So not looking good for Boston. They did hang in there today. The Braves had to walk them off in the ninth inning, 3-2. Braves are pitching Elder at a 1.81 ERA. That's a really good ERA in 5 starts. His last 2 starts, he had a 5 inning shutout, and 6 innings, he gave up 2 runs. They won his last 2 starts, and they've won 3 of his last 5. They won today. We got to stick with the Braves. Another hot team. Wow. Now I'm really starting to get this parlay going there. Tampa Bay, Milwaukee, Atlanta. These are pretty good ones there. See what happens when you say this out loud? That's why I do it. Cubs and the Sox. The Cubs, yeah, they decided to just take it to the Sox today. Cubs pitching Talon, 3.94 ERA in 5 starts. His last 2 games, he gave up 1 run and 2 runs, but they did lose it. He lost his last game, but he did win 4 or 5, so good for them. Cubs had been struggling, and then they had a losing streak going. They've kind of hit like a up down, and now they could be on the rise again. White Sox by winning today. White Sox are pitching Martin, 1.62 ERA in 5 starts. His last 2 games, 6 innings, 1 run, 7 innings, no runs. Those are great starts, and he's won all 5 of his. Actually, I should have picked the Sox. It made me mad because I picked them today, and the Cubs scored 6 runs in the last 2 innings to just blow the game out. I'm actually going to change that. I'm going Sox because the Sox have a better pitcher, but it could be a toss up here. So, but I'll change that for the next one. So we're going Sox instead of Cubs. KC and the Cards. KC is pitching Cameron, 5.5 ERA in 5 starts. His last 2, 3 runs and 5 runs. So he gives up runs. He lost his last 2. He's also lost 4 of his last 5 games, or the Royals lost 4 of his last 5. The Cardinals pitching Leahy, 4.3 ERA in 5 starts. His last 2 starts, he gave it 5 innings, no runs, 5 innings, 1 run. They did lose his last start. That's a bullpen thing, but those are quality starts there. They've won 3 of his 5 starts, so we're going to have to go St. Louis. I think currently, let's look at it right now. It's 4-3 Kansas City in the 10th inning. Okay, so there you go. Let's see, Arizona and Rockies, I already pulled Arizona up there. Diamondbacks are pitching Rodriguez, 2.25 ERA in five starts. His last two starts, 8 innings, 1 run, 7 innings, no runs. They've won all five of his starts. That's a good sign there. Rockies pitching Sagano, 4.07 ERA in five starts. His last two starts, he gave up 5 runs and 4 runs. So they're obviously prone to giving up runs. Arizona was winning tonight. They're probably going to win the game tonight. We're going to put Arizona to win tomorrow. They're a pretty decent favorite there as well at minus 143. And look, the over under is 11. That's a lot of runs. I think they scored 10 so far today, so they could get there. Dodgers Angels. Dodgers pitching Robleski. I think they were supposed to pitch him yet today, and they scratched him. Pitching tomorrow, 2.42 ERA in five starts. But his last start, he gave up 7 runs in 8 innings. Guess what? They lost that one. So, but he has one of 4 or 5. The Dodgers have won 4 of his last 5 games. So good for them. Angels pitching Soriano, 1.66 ERA in five starts. His last two starts, he gave up 1 run and 5 runs. So they've won his last start and they've won 3 of 5. Once again, Dodgers are the favorite. We got to go Dodgers? No, we're not going Dodgers. We're actually going Anaheim with the upset tomorrow. So let's see how that goes. So there's one of your dogs there. San Diego and the Mariners. San Diego pitching Bueller, 5.20 ERA in five starts, 6 innings, 2 runs, 5 innings, 4 runs. So they've won his last two starts, and they've won 3 of 5. So Padres seem to show up when he shows up. Mariners pitching Gilbert, 3.78 ERA in five starts. His last two, gave up 0 and 4 runs in 6 innings. They lost his last start. While the one he pitched a shutout, they lose that one. But they have won 3 of his 4 starts as well. So it seems like it's going to be a good pitching match. I'm going San Diego tomorrow, but they haven't put the line out yet. When they do, I'm going to guess it might even be an under game because both these pitchers are pitching so well. They could show up just like they did their last starts and give up just a couple of runs apiece. And you know what? Today I was looking at it too. Quite a few teams went under. There was quite a few 3-2 games, so 5 runs, and usually you see 7, 8 runs is the over under. So I bet there's like a handful of games that went under today. So we could have found another one there. Last one, Giants and A's. Giants pitching McDonald. A's are the favorite. Giants pitching McDonald, 2.92 ERA in two starts. Gave up 3 runs and 1 run in his starts. They won both of his starts, so good for the Giants. A's pitching Severino, 4.07 ERA in five starts. 2 runs and 1 run in his starts, but they lost both those last two starts. They did win before the prior 3, so they're on a little losing streak for him. We're going to go San Francisco to win that one. And so there's your lineups there. So, like I said, I'm worried about the Rangers. Probably go the under. That's 7.5 runs. They scored 2 runs together today. Probably under there. Phillies and Pirates scored, I think it was 20 runs today. So, or 19 runs. So that 8, it could be the exact opposite. They score 1 tomorrow, but you never know there. Let's see. Orioles and Washington, 10 runs. I think they scored 5 today. So, if that's an indicator there. And then for a parlay, maybe we go Tampa Bay, Milwaukee, Atlanta. I think I'd stop there. So that's a good 3-team parlay. And then we got a couple of dogs, right? We got San Francisco Giants. We got Anaheim Angels there. Let's see, who else do we have? We got Cincinnati Reds as a dog there, and I think that's it. So, and if they redo it like they should, because the Rangers can't score any runs, the Rangers will probably be a dog there tomorrow too. But anyway, here are your picks for Saturday. Hope you have a great one. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy baseball. Hope your team wins, because I sure do hope mine wins. And if you do bet on baseball, I hope you win a ton of money. So good luck, guys. We'll see you next time.